Princess Diana broke 2 marriages of her marriage to Charles and nearly destroyed her husband's parents' marriage. It cost Queen Elizabeth enormous effort to restore her relationship with Prince Philip. Charles's fiancée Diana Spencer charmed the royal family with her fine manners, her ability to keep up small talk, her table manners, and most importantly, she said only the right things. The Queen wrote to her close friend, "She is one of us. I am fascinated by all 3 girls of the Spencer family." On the sidelines of the palace there was talk of the royal family's decision to bind themselves to the Earl Spencer family through the marriage of children. Diana worked hard for this, spending weekends at Balmoral Castle, traveling with her heir on the royal yacht and coming to Sandringham for vacations. Every time she made an exceptional impression on Prince Philip, she laughed heartily at his jokes and was happy to keep up a conversation about dogs and horses. The modest Diana gave the impression of an ideal bride, not like the lecherous Camilla. Her parents had already made up their minds, and the Queen was displeased that her son was hesitating to propose to Diana. With her displeasure she turned to her husband, and Prince Philip encouraged his son to make a decision. As is the custom in aristocratic families, he wrote a letter to Charles. Close friends of Charles, to whom he let the letter be read, say it was merely paternal advice, but Charles felt the family was forcing him to marry Diana. After the wedding, young Diana quickly became the most popular member of the royal family. Locked up and depressed within the walls of the palace, she knew how to charm people outside. The harder the real problems in her marriage to Charles became, the stronger was the positive impression she made on those around her. Prince Philip tried to support his daughter-in-law and wrote her encouraging letters, signing them Papa. He thought the hardest jobs were in the second roles, but Diana had no intention of remaining in them. In 1992, she stabbed the image of the unwavering and sinless monarchy embodied by Elizabeth and Philip in the back. This year Andrew Morton's scandalous book Diana, Her True Story. Even after that, Elizabeth tried to look for common ground, trying to please both the monarchy and her daughter-in-law. Prince Philip was furious and started a real war against Diana. He did not hesitate to reproach her for bulimia and inadequate mental behavior in front of outsiders, insulted her even without cause, and defiantly left the hall as soon as she appeared on the horizon. In retaliation, the princess confessed how much she hated and feared him. Prince Philip allegedly wanted to kill her. Elizabeth disapproved of Philip's actions and was a proponent of diplomatic solutions. Philip was furious at his wife's slowness and her unwillingness to arrange a divorce. Daily he convinced the Queen that Charles and Diana's union was wrong, but Elizabeth continued to insist on reconciliation. She tried to save her son's marriage when her own was already bursting at the seams. This went on for 3 whole years, during which time Philip and Elizabeth were on opposite sides of the barricade. It ended in 1995 when Diana insulted the Queen twice. The first time was a scandalous interview with the BBC. But even after that, the Queen confirmed to Diana that her invitation to spend Christmas with Sandringham remained in force. Diana's refusal was the final straw. Prince Philip raked his wife in an armful and forcibly sat her down at a desk to write the heir's divorce petition. Diana confronted the 2 rulers. With the weak archetype of the glorious minor, it was impossible for Diana to confront the iron ruler Prince Philip. She confronted the prince's 2 armored trains with Queen Elizabeth, who was also a ruler by archetype, and the clash almost became the collapse of their union. Their marriage was held together by Elizabeth's love and ironclad arrangements. Smart and strong people divided their spheres of influence, thus avoiding a clash of interests. Elizabeth ruled the country, Prince Philip the royal family. The Queen had to go into her husband's territory to save her son's marriage. Prince Philip could hardly bear it. The royal couple's marriage had been in real danger of falling apart for 3 years. Diana acted as the black cat that ran between the couple. Charles was to blame to Diana for having a relationship on the side. What were the husband's parents guilty of? Write a comment.